Welcome back to America's Commercial Real Estate Show. I'm Michael Bull, and this segment is brought to you by my company, Bull Realty. For asset and occupancy solutions, visit bullrealty.com. Well, today our show is about CRE conferences to power your business. I think it's always important to think about the conferences that are around the U.S., which ones should you attend, why, and how can you get the most out of them. Please welcome my next guest. It's Barbara Crane. She's the CCIM Institute incoming president for 2019. She's also a senior instructor with CCIM. She's also president of Barbara M. Crane Commercial Real Estate Brokerage and Consulting, and they're based in San Antonio, Texas. She's joining us on the phone. Barbara, thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you having me on this morning.
Well, Barbara, I love the CCIM Institute and the education and training, and I recommend it to everyone around the country to go through all the CCIM classes, every one of them, not just the core classes, but all of them are fantastic, great networking, just a great group of people to do business with. And you have your big conference, the Global Conference, coming up in Chicago, October 8th. And then October 9th. What's the theme? What's big? Why should people attend this one?
Well, Michael, it really is a global conference, and our theme this year is what's going on in the real estate industry in 2019 and how to prepare for the challenges and the opportunities that we have coming our way. We have a full slate of speakers and authorities, real estate practitioners from around the world, and we'll also have our CCIM members. We're anticipating about 500 of them, really. The top commercial real estate practitioners around the globe will be in Chicago for the conference.
Yeah, that sounds like a great conference. And tell us about some of your speakers. So in particular, you have a great keynote speaker coming up, right?
We do. Our keynote is Walter Robb, who is the former co-CEO of Whole Foods, and he'll be talking to us about the Amazon deal and, of course, the future of corporate site selection, which is a huge topic now with the Amazon HQ2 search, and also the future of the grocery business and the implications for the real estate markets and communities for that real change in the delivery of groceries and the last mile delivery to the consumer. There's a lot of really fun things happening in the industry, and he's going to talk to us about that, and also how our real estate brokers and practitioners and CCIM members can provide more value to the CEOs that are making these corporate real estate decisions.
Yeah, it sounds like your conference is going to be great for helping people make decisions moving forward, and instead of just networking and training. So do you have to be a CCIM to attend?
Absolutely not. We'd love for everyone that's there to become a CCIM, but you don't have to be one. We would welcome one and all, and anybody that would like information about attending the conference, they can go to our website, which is conference.ccim.com, to figure out how they can register for the conference.
Yeah, that's great. And then, leadership is kind of evolving and changing in the current environment. You have a great speaker there as well, right?
Absolutely. We have Kevin Elko, who will be there to help us talk about how we deal with change in our markets and our businesses. You may or may not recognize his name, but he is an advisor and coach, motivational coach and leadership training expert who has worked with the Philadelphia Eagles and my own college football team, the wonderful University of Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. And then in moving forward with the theme of understanding what's going on in the world and in commercial real estate. Also, you got to look at the economy and how that's impacting commercial real estate. And you also have Casey Conway speaking there.
Yes, we do. We love Casey Conway at our conferences. He always gives us a very concise and insightful update on what's going on in the economy and tell us about some trends that the economists may recognize that we don't even see until he brings all of this into absolute clear focus for us. So he has talked to us in the past about the changes in the economy and our growth and GDP, and all of that's very informative. And he also helps us understand some ways that technology is transforming our commercial real estate industry. And, certainly technology is going to continue to be a hot topic for this year and next year and the year after that as we see all sorts of changes coming our way.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I was with Casey Conway speaking last night live at an event, and if you watch or listen to the show regularly, if you've heard Casey on my show, you know how incredible he is. So if you have an opportunity, you get to this conference, as Barbara saying, you don't really have to be a CCIM to go. If you are a CCIM or a candidate, obviously you need to be there. I'll try to be there, and I want to ask you a little bit more about this, Barbara. But while I'm thinking about it, the website's easy to remember. Just CCIM.com and click the tab Events, and you can get more information about it. So, if people are coming in, and they should, Barbara, how can they get the most out of this conference? Like sometimes people go to conferences and they come back and go, hey, it was fun, but did it help my business?
Well, certainly listening to the speakers and the panelists that we'll have is helpful. It gives you some knowledge. But in addition to that, you'll have a chance to network with all of our CCIM members and also many of the speakers while you're there. We have sort of kicking off the conference on Monday, October the 8th, we have our Global Connections Luncheon, where we'll have our real estate practitioners from around the globe, and I mean literally around the globe, China, Korea, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Taiwan, Poland, maybe even have some of our Russian members there as well, be able to have lunch with them, hear about what's going on in their markets and the inbound investment that's coming into the United States, how you can learn to deal with these investors from everywhere around the world that are looking for opportunities in the United States. So there's that event, which is a separately ticketed event on Monday at 12 on October 8th. And then there's an opening cocktail reception. Little cocktails tends to make people friends, have an opportunity to meet and greet with people all over everywhere and find out what's going on in their markets, how they're adapting to some of the changes that are occurring, and it's just best practices. So in addition to learning what the people are having to say in our conference itself, there's plenty of opportunity to network with some of the best and brightest minds in commercial real estate.
Yeah. What do you think surprises people, Barbara, when they come to the CCIM Global Conference that maybe they didn't expect?
I would have to say, I guess, one of the big surprises is that we're all just, regular folks. We're all educated. Our CCIM education, just outstrips anything else that you can get in the commercial real estate field. But we are all practicing in local markets, and real estate is local. We're all hungry for more information, more knowledge, and looking for the next person that we can meet and perhaps do a deal with. So, I think you'll realize that we're just a friendly organization that loves to welcome more people in. So, come on.
Yeah, it's a great group for networking, and you're dealing with kind of the upper professionals around the country. And to give you an idea, I'm a big trainer. I have my own video training company for commercial agents, and at my own company, I don't allow an agent to join us unless they've signed up or taken CCIM 101, and they've committed to taking all the core classes. Really highly recommend it. Great people, great networking. Barbara, I look forward to seeing you there, and all the listeners and viewers. Barbara, thanks for being on the show and sharing the event with us.
Thank you very much. I look forward to welcoming all of you to Chicago in just a few short weeks.
Yes, and thank you for your leadership and your work with CCIM.
Thank you.
All right, and thank you for joining us around the country or around the world. We appreciate it. Let us know what you think. Let us know what events you're going to. If you're going to the event, please share the show, this audio or the video, and let's get more people there. And until next week, be sure that you always lead, learn, and laugh, and join us for America's Commercial Real Estate Show.